The human body generates energy primarily through the process of cellular metabolism, which converts nutrients from food into usable energy in the form of adenosine triphosphate ATP. Here's a concise explanation of the key components and processes involved. 1. Nutrients as energy sources. Carbohydrates, the body's primary energy source. Sugars, like glucose, are broken down during digestion and absorbed into the bloodstream, providing quick energy. Fats, stored in adipose tissue. Fats are a dense energy source, broken down into fatty acids and glycerol for sustained energy release. Proteins, used for energy when carbs and fats are insufficient, broken down into amino acids. This is less common, but occurs during prolonged fasting or intense exercise. 2. Cellular RespirationProcess. Cells convert glucose and sometimes fats or amino acids into ATP through cellular respiration, primarily in mitochondria, the powerhouses of cells. Stages. Glycolysis. In the cytoplasm, glucose is broken down into pyruvate, producing a small amount of ATP. Krebs cycle. Citric acid cycle. In mitochondria, pyruvate is further processed to generate electron carriers NAD and fat H2. Electron transport chain etc. In mitochondria, electrons from NAD and fat H2 drive ATP production via oxidative phosphorylation, yielding the majority of ATP up to 36-38 molecules per glucose molecule. Oxygen's role. Oxygen is critical for the ETC, enabling efficient ATP production. Aerobic respiration. Without sufficient oxygen, cells rely on less efficient anaerobic processes, for example lactic acid fermentation, producing less ATP. 3. Key organs and systems. Digestive system breaks down food into glucose, fatty acids, and amino acids, absorbed via the small intestine. Liver regulates blood glucose levels, stores glycogen, a glucose reserve, and converts other nutrients into usable forms. Circulatory system delivers oxygen, glucose, and nutrients to cells via blood, while removing waste like carbon dioxide. Muscles store glycogen for quick energy and use ATP for contraction, influencing physical energy levels. Endocrine system. Hormones like insulin regulates glucose uptake and adrenaline mobilizes energy stores, influence energy availability. 4. Other factors influencing energy. Mitochondrial health. Efficient mitochondria produce more ATP. Damage or dysfunction, for example from aging or disease, reduces energy. Hydration. Water is essential for metabolic reactions and nutrient transport. Dehydration causes fatigue. Electrolytes. Minerals like sodium, potassium, and magnesium support nerve function and muscle contractions, impacting energy use. Sleep and rest. Adequate sleep restores energy stores, for example glycogen, and supports brain function, affecting perceived energy. B vitamins. Vitamins like B1 thiamine, beta riboflavin, and B12 are critical for energy metabolism, aiding in ADP production. 5. Energy perception. Brain and nervous system. The brain uses about 20% of the body's energy, mostly glucose, to maintain alertness and focus. Neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin influence feelings of energy or fatigue. Stress and hormones. Cortisol and adrenaline can temporarily boost energy, but lead to crashes if overproduced, as in chronic stress. Summary. Energy in the human body comes from ATP, produced primarily through cellular respiration using glucose, fats, and proteins from food. Mitochondria, oxygen, and nutrients are central to this process, supported by the digestive, circulatory, and endocrine systems. Factors like sleep, hydration, and mitochondrial health also determine how energetic you feel. A balanced diet, regular exercise, and adequate rest optimize energy production.